Invite a Budget Blinds style consultant to show you how to transform your rooms just by changing your window coverings. Canada's #1 choice for window coverings. Visit budgetblinds.ca today.
This is Newcap News with Bart Pediasic.
Good evening. We're learning tonight through social media the name of the Lloydminster man who was killed Friday night after being struck by a semi. 22-year-old Tanner Graff was changing a tire on the side of Highway 16 near Payton when he was killed. He leaves behind the beginnings of a young family, a common-law wife and a 4-month-old baby girl. When his partner's mother heard the news, she started a GoFundMe campaign to help her daughter financially.
I started the GoFundMe page for Caitlin and Sadie to give Caitlin a little bit of weight off of her shoulders right now with worrying about costs of diapers or anything else that her and Sadie need at this time.
White says she had heard rumors that Graff was going to propose to her daughter.
I have a daughter who lost her common-law husband and a granddaughter who lost her dad, not to mention Tanner's mother and father who have lost their only son. And people just need to pay attention. There needs to be more awareness out there.
White is on her way to Lloydminster from Nova Scotia to be with her daughter and granddaughter. If you'd like to donate to the family, you can go to GoFundMe.com and search for the title, "We Have Lost Our Hero." It's a rare disease that affects people all across Canada and here at home. Several members of the community gathered this afternoon at City Hall for a special event in the fight against muscular dystrophy. Residents are walking in the city to show their support for the cause and raise money for those in need. Trisha Khan has more.
Well, today we are gathered to raise awareness and raise funds for muscular dystrophy.
Jacqueline Tyson and other supporters are in front of City Hall for the annual walk in support of the over 50,000 Canadians that are affected by the serious disorder.
It's considered a rare disease. There's actually 150 different types of neuromuscular disorders, but it is one that not a lot of people know about. So it's a really great opportunity to teach the public about what muscular dystrophy is and how it affects everyone.
Rare indeed, and it weakens the body's muscles and destroys cells and tissue. 37-year-old Courtney Armstrong is this year's ambassador and has participated over the last couple years.
I had it since I was born, so I couldn't walk since I was born. So for me to walk, I wouldn't know what it would be to walk.
Armstrong always looks forward to getting together with other families affected by the disorder and hopes to raise a sufficient amount of funds to help those who need it most. Geraldine Coolidge is a major voice and advocate for muscular dystrophy in the border city. Her 9-year-old son Preston was diagnosed with Duchenne muscular dystrophy several years ago.
Duchenne muscular dystrophy is the leading fatal disease amongst children at this point in time. They give me a lifespan of about 25 to 30 for Preston. His muscles are dying. He's slowly losing his ability to walk, and as it kind of goes up his body and eventually affects his heart and his lungs. At this point in time, there's no treatment or cure available, but we're working very hard too.
Preston is able to run and play with his friends and enjoys the annual walk.
How happy does it make you?
Very, very, very happy.
Well, the goal of today's event was to raise $5,500 in support for muscular dystrophy. But thanks to help from the community and friends and family, they have surpassed that number and are continuing to accept donations. Reporting from City Hall, Trisha Khan, Newcap News.
As summer winds down, football teams in the border city are ramping up. Another year of high school football is approaching and training camps will soon be underway. But the players aren't the only ones preparing for the new season. Football Saskatchewan is touring the province, putting on officials clinics for minor league referees to brush up on the rule book. Jeremy Thompson has more.
What do we do?
It's a dead ball.
It's a dead ball? He's accurate. Anybody else?
Steve Chisholm quizzes his students, a room full of players, referees, and even coaches, people who think they know the game well.
Football has a huge rule book, so what we try to do is we try to get out into the areas, get these young guys kind of excited, to give them a little background on how this all works.
Even seasoned officials can be caught off guard, including Chisholm himself.
It never ceases, but I find something that I didn't know. or I'll be in a game and there will be a situation which will catch me by surprise. And I've read the rule book 4 dozen times.
And it makes you appreciate, it's a tough job and you get on them a little bit, but you kind of take it easy on them a little bit now, knowing how tough it is.
Aaron Harper doesn't plan on giving up his coaching job with the Lloydcom Barons to be a ref, but knowing all the rules helps a good coach push them to the limits.
I like to think I know the rules pretty well, but there's still a few things I need brushed up on.
It's a live ball coming out of the end zone. Going into the end zone, it's dead. Coming out, it's live.
From what constitutes a horse collar tackle to dealing with screaming coaches and parents, Chisholm covers it all. He says the skills officials learn on the job can be beneficial when searching for a new one.
It teaches young people especially a lot about conflict resolution, management. You have to have your own knowledge. You have to have self-confidence, because sometimes you're going to be talking to somebody who might be quite a bit older than you, a senior to you, and you're telling him what's about to happen. And he's not happy about it, but that's just the way it is. It's a great skill. It really is.
These students can't wait for football season to begin, but until then, the learning continues.
Now keep in mind, a field goal, as soon as it crosses the line of scrimmage, also becomes a punt.
Jeremy Thompson, Newcap News.
As chuckwagon drivers prepare for the CPCA finals in a border city next week, local businesses are going head-to-head as well, but in a more creative way. Local artist Michelle Lake is making the finishing touches on a special chuckwagon mural at Newcap Studios. It's one of 5 window paintings that Lake is working on as local businesses compete in a decorating contest.
And I'm doing window painting, and other people do decorating their offices or have the staff dress up.
And for the winning business, a free advertising package from Newcap Broadcasting and The Source. The CPCA finals kick off on August 12th.